The night, we as entrepreneurs of the consultant services industry are looking for the best way to enter the market and position ourselves in the best way.
We are going to interview Constanza Villegas, who is currently working at We Eat. Constanza, why did you decide to work in a consultancy?
Well, I actually work as a software developer, so I didn't care if the company was a consultancy itself or another kind of company.
Okay, and in what other companies did you look for a job?
I look for a job in software developer companies. That's what I do. Like IBM, for example, I did an internship there. Also, looked for a job at Microsoft.
Okay, and considering that you have been working 2 years in a consultancy, what do you think that is the most important aspect to have a consultancy working?
The most important aspect, I think that would be the relationship with the customers, because the image that we give is the image that gives the company work.
And if the company, for example, sells a bad image, what do you think about that?
Well, if your company gives a bad image and then the customers won't hire you.
And for example, you think that a company will break up? Will
Fail?
fail?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes? Okay. Constanza, how is the relationship with the customers in this industry in relation with their negotiation power?
Well, the customers have a great and strong negotiation power because there are plenty of consultancies that do the same work.
Exists different supply for the customers? Exists different supply for the customers?
Yeah.
A lot of companies in this industry?
Yeah, there's plenty of companies that do the exactly same work.
Okay. How is the rivalry in this industry? High or low?
Very high.
Very high. What do you think are the main reasons for this?
Well, this is a free country. The customers can choose what company, what consultancy they will hire. So, for example, for a specific work, they have a lot of meetings with plenty of consultancies, for example, 3 of them, and you won the work.
Okay.
You won the opportunity to be hired by that company.
Okay.
In this same way, I need ask you, what do you consider to be substitute service in this industry? For example, the development of TI technologies, apps in the cell phone, the smartphone. What do you think about this term?
Well, the mission of a consultancy is that, for example, huge companies hire small companies to do different works. For example, you mentioned software applications, mobile applications.
Okay.
The big company won't develop that. It will hire another small company, for example, my consultancy, and the consultancy will do that.
And in the same way, the firewalls of the industry to enter with a service or a product. In this case, for example, the price of the technologies or the application of this same technology. What is the firewall? The most difficult barrier to enter.
The most difficult barrier, I think, is your history in the market.
Okay.
You need to be aware of how the other consultancies work, the prices, and the time they spend to develop any technology, because the competition is very high.
And it's a strange point, the professional quality in this case. For example, different professionals of different universities or foreign people. What is which is the competition between the professionals in this industry?
The quality and the characteristic of all the people that work there is they are very diverse, and I think it is high competition.
And my last question, what do you think about the outsourcing service in this industry? For example, foreign people to answer the phone question for the customers, or the legal area. For example, my company have a contract with the lawyer studio, for example. What do you think about this term?
I have issues about outsourcing. The problem is that all areas of a huge company, for example, are far away from each other. So it is hard to connect all areas together. That is the biggest problem, I think, of outsourcing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your answer.
I want to ask you if this company always has good results after doing a consultancy.
Well, my company, where I work, has only almost 5 years in the market, and it has had great results with big and known Chilean companies.
Okay, why this company has good results? Do you think it's the quality of your work, or the workers, or another companies? I mean, other companies.
Well, in the first place, the quality of the work, I think it is great. The customers don't have problems with that, and also the relationship with the customers, for example, the consultants, the people that goes to the company and understands the problem and then creates the solution, I think they are very nice. And they can keep a long-term relationship. So that gives us a great image if you compare us with another consultancies.
Okay, imagine that you're a client, you know, so I want to ask you if what do you think about hire these services? If it is necessary or profitable for clients?
think if it is strictly necessary, but it is cheaper to hire a small company to do that specific work than hire the developers, for example, yourself.
So you say that it's the profits that clients can get hiring this service is higher than the cost that they have hiring this service.
Okay, so from your point of view, which is the hardest thing of working in a consultancy? Like it takes you a lot of time or something like that?
Well, the most difficult in my case, so software developer, is that this customer hires a lot of consultancies to do the job. So we have to connect almost every day with another consultancies, and for example in my current project the another consultancy is a little bit messy, so we have issues about that. We set a deadline and they are working beyond the deadline, so we have to rearrange our guns and that is a huge problem.
And how do you think that you can fix this? How you can deal with that?
Well, the person in charge of all the organization between all the consultancies working on the project, this person needs to be aware of everything, all the emails, all the problems that somebody has, and that person needs to rearrange everything. So when this person fails, everything fails, and we have communication problems with the other consultancies, and the work is not finished at certain deadlines, and that company doesn't pay us in the date that we arranged previously. So there's plenty of problems that go after that,
Okay.
especially money problems.
Okay. Do you think that being a woman is a disadvantage?
Well, in my company, it's like half women and half men. So
Okay.
I have no problem with that. But if you go to another companies, the highest positions are
Only men?
almost all women.
Okay.
So it is a little bit, I don't know how to say that.
Okay.
Constanza, in relation with the last question, how do you feel today with your company? Are you happy?
Well, I feel great because one of the most important things that as a woman engineer that you have in mind is the environment, how the environment treats you. So when you have that checked, for example, in your list, that feels great, and you can worry only about your work, for example, and development, and not about the environment.
Okay, so as you know, there is a lot of controversy with the feminist movement and the problems inside universities. What do you think about that?
Well, as a feminist myself, I feel very proud about that movement. I mean, 3 years ago, it wasn't that controversial, and people used to mock of us because of asking those things.
With the same problem, what do you think about the sentences, the same work the same profit. Is evident the different benefits to work, being man or woman. What do you think about this difference? Okay.
Well, I think it must be salaries must be equal for women and men, but also the opportunities. So maybe these days the salaries are the same, we earn the same money, but we have different opportunities. Why? Because when we go to an interview, the interviewers ask us if when are you going to have children? Do you have children? Who takes care of them?
Okay.
And even if a man has children and a family, they don't ask them that.
And in your work, the woman and men have the same benefits for example, money, possibilities, yes, possibility to have children, or in every case, have a difference between men and women.
There are not any difference. There are no differences between our salaries, our benefits, our opportunities. I mean, we are all the same.
In a short sentence, you are very happy in your work. Are you happy in your work every day?
Well, yeah. Even when we have to deal with the issues with the other consultancies, I like my work.
And you think different between work happy or work very sad have a difference of productivity in the work?
Yeah, I think that when you are not happy or satisfied about your job, your work gets poorer.
I want to ask you about your studies. First, what you study, and second, if you think that it helps to you on this work to doing the things that you do every day.
Well, I am an electrical engineer of your same university, and maybe I work as a software developer because I focused my career on that. I have a minor in computing engineering, so I know a lot about that, and it makes me comfortable the most important.
Do you think that working in a consultancy gives you a better tools of working in other things, like a company, I don't know, working in a computer only, and no relationship with the customer?
Well, I don't have a relationship myself with the consultants do that work, but the skills that working at a consultancy gives you are that you work for 1 year in one project with X company, and then another year or the next 2 years you work in another project with another company. So you can experience different kind of jobs. For example, it's like you change your job from 1 year to another.
You can do 1 year who work with land, another year who work with Starbucks, and okay. So you have different options in a consultancy.
Yeah, it's like you change your job every 2 years. So it is not that boring that working in the same thing all the time.
And do you think that you will work in a consultancy for all your life, or a big period, or short period?
Well, for the beginning, for now, I am good at the consultancy. I like it. Maybe later I will change my mind.
Okay, thanks Constanza for giving us a little bit of your time. With your information, we will be more prepared to enter the industry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.